Hello. So I just put a couple little inspirational clips together in honor of Martin Luther King, as his birthday is on January 15th. He was born in 1929, and he is a huge inspiration throughout my life, especially these last couple of years. And I've also included, I have Marianne Williamson talking, and then Dr. Malone, who is another inspirational right now for myself, and then another Michael Beckwith. He speaks a bit too, and anyways, there's so much good stuff out there. Like, we are in a very exciting time in the world right now, and I wish Martin Luther King was still around and inspiring others to walk his path with him. So, boy, happy birthday, Martin Luther King. Much love. Okay, bye.
While confined here in the Birmingham City Jail, I came across your recent statement calling my present activities unwise and untimely. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. I am sure that none of you would want to rest content with a superficial kind of social analysis that deals merely with effects and does not grapple with underlying causes. It is unfortunate that demonstrations are taking place in Birmingham, but it is even more unfortunate that the city's white power structure left the Negro community with no alternative. In any nonviolent campaign, there are 4 basic steps: collection of the facts to determine whether injustices exist, negotiation, self-purification, and direct action.
Obvious why making his birthday a holiday is such a big deal, because it's one day of the year that we all stop to think about him, to think about what he stood for. But also, it's very easy, particularly once people have died, once years have gone by, to start revising history. And so I think that it serves us and serves the country, and I think serves the memory of Dr. King, that we be as deep in our appreciation of what all that was about as we might be. I know every day when it's Dr. King's birthday, and today was no exception, there are a lot of ways in which people commemorate his life and his service. And one of the things that you hear about a lot, I've heard a lot about this in the last few years, and today was no exception, people, quote unquote, doing service. People working with the homeless, or people working with poverty organizations or something. Sounds good, right? It is almost an insult, because Dr. King was about something much more inconvenient to the system than just helping the poor on any given day. The status quo does not care if on any given day you help the poor. What Dr. King was about was challenging the underlying forces that make all that poverty inevitable. And that's extremely important, I think, that we remember that.
That freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. Frankly, I have yet to engage in a direct action campaign that was well timed in the view of those who have not suffered unduly from the disease of segregation.
You know, Dr. King was only 39 years old when he died. Bobby Kennedy was only 43. JFK was 44. John Lennon was 40. So many times when these geniuses among us die, and they die so young, part of the tragedy is what we will never have experienced. The gifts that we will never receive from them, because they were taken from us so young. And to have people in our midst like Dr. King and like Bobby Kennedy who spoke these philosophical dreams in actual political action, that's what we had. We had people who were laying it down philosophically, spiritually, morally within the larger political structure. But when those people were shot and killed in front of our eyes, there was a very loud unspoken message that, and that's what the system does. Americans are decent people. Martin Luther King was always pointing that out. As individuals, we're decent. So you make the suffering, you make sure it's on the other side of town, or you make sure it's on the other side of the world. And then it's very, very easy to put your blinders on. I have never seen any religious or spiritual path that I've ever read about or heard about or studied that gives any of us a pass on addressing the suffering of other sentient beings. So do all kinds, if we are living our lives and we are only concerned about manifesting our own dreams, call it whatever you want to call it, but don't call it spiritual. Because there's nothing spiritual about looking away, convenient though it might be, from the suffering of other people. Whether those people are in this country or whether those people are in other countries, that inescapable network of mutuality that Dr. King spoke of in the letter to Birmingham jail is as true today as it was true then. If anything, it is even more true. Dr. King said, we're all on the same boat, and if there's a hole on the boat anywhere, we're all going down.
Anybody here seen my old friend Martin? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seems the good die young. And I just turned around and he's gone.
Martin Luther King's birthday has particular relevance and significance as well as poignancy. Not just for particular issues of race, not just for particular issues of racial injustice, because Dr. King, he emerged obviously from Black America, and he was addressing issues of Black America, but it is a historical opinion, which I agree with myself. Many feel that Dr. King would not have died if he had kept his conversation only to race. It was when he started talking about the Vietnam War, increased militarism, and so forth, that the system had had enough. So whatever that means to you, I don't know. This is where we go into that sacred place within. For some of us, it's an internal thing. Don't be such a coward. Don't keep your mouth shut. You know, Dr. King said your life begins to end on the day you stop talking about things that matter most. And he said that it's always the right time to do the right thing. So in all of our lives, and usually I know for me, it's both and. It's things I have to change on the inside and things I have to change on the outside. Dr. King said we need a quantitative shift in our circumstances and a qualitative shift in our souls. Let's pray.
Thank you. On behalf of, in my case, I'm the president of the International Alliance of Physicians and Scientists. We are over 16,000 people from all over the world, physicians and scientists. And you can find our website at www.globalcovidsummit.org. We are gobsmacked about what's going on. And we are shut down, censored, demeaned, fill in the blank, all over the world.
And over a period of 2 years, the world's completely changed in that regard.
And they're taking our licenses and license to practice medicine because we are speaking about these matters. And you can label me however you want to label me. I don't care. I've done what I've done in my career. I'm at a stage at 62 years old. I've got a farm. It's almost paid off. I raise horses. I love my wife. I've been married a long time. My kids are both married. I got grandkids. I don't need this. Um, there's this claim I'm doing all this because I seek attention. Trust me, this is not a fun thing to be doing at this stage. Physicians at FLCCC in senior positions, highly like Peter McCullough, people at the culmination of exceptional careers. Paul Merrick, an exceptional physician by any standards, run out of his hospital, demeaned, destroyed, actively attacked, trying to take his license. This medicine is being destroyed globally. People are losing faith in the whole system. They're losing faith in the scientific enterprise. They're losing faith in our government. They're losing faith in the vaccine enterprise. I mean, what is going to be the long-term consequences of public health when you have a large fraction of the population who wasn't anti-vaxxer, that pejorative, before, that are now saying, oh my God, if this is how these people make decisions, I don't want anything to do with it. I certainly don't want it jabbed into my kid.
Well, that's one of the more disturbing.
We're sick as a society, and we have to heal ourselves. And one of the things we have to do is come together. We have to recreate our social bonds. We have to buy into integrity, the importance of human dignity, and the importance of community. That's how we get out of this. And I think that this insight of Matthias Desmet is really central.
You know, we have the nefarious forces that keep people in fear, you know, and keeping them all pumped up about what to be afraid of next. Oh, the Russians, oh, Corona, oh, aliens, oh, whatever it is, people are nervous, you know. We're not meant to be like that. We are an absolute reflection of the entire cosmos. What do we have to be afraid of? Crumbling of the old, where people are going to be forced to really get a sense of who they are and stop leaning on external things like governments and politicians and things of that particular nature. I mean, I tell awakening, everything is shifting. The world of phenomena is moving really fast, and there's an emergence taking place. There's people becoming more sovereign, people taking their authority back, people that are saying hell no. I mean, it's very similar to the vibration of during the Vietnam War, when people woke up and said, whoa, wait a minute, we're going to go kill these people. We don't know why. Why are we doing this? And nobody could give an answer. You know what I mean? So there are a lot of things we're dealing with now. The highest frequency always wins. That's a law. The highest frequency is more powerful than the lower frequency. A thought that emerges from a field of fear, worry, control, domination, manipulation has less power than a thought that's emerging from a field of love.